all of your favorite R&B hits.
Jams from back in the day and a little something to keep your head nodding.
This
is Cafe Mocha.
Welcome, Cafe Mocha, a new flavor with one experience. I'm MC Light.
I'm Lonnie Love.
I'm Angelique. Guess who's on the show this weekend?
Oh, it must be somebody cute. You acting like that.
I know you're not talking, Lonnie. We all saw you on the talk show crawling all over Tyrese. That wasn't really cool, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to steal Tamar's husband. We saw it.
Who's the guest this week?
John Legend.
Coming up on Cafe Mocha.
Flirt time.
I'm ready for a love of my own.
A new flavor with one experience. It's Cafe Mocha. I'm MC Light with Lonnie Love and Angelique.
On the line, Mr. John Legend, my favorite.
What's up, ladies?
Here you
What's
go.
going on?
How are you doing?
We are well. We just have to contain Lonnie because, you know, for some reason when testosterone is on the line, she sort of loses it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Especially when he got a new single out that I like. Oh, All of Me. Yeah, you doing your
Yes.
thing, John.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited about the single. I'm excited about the whole album. The response has been incredible. I just feel good.
What album is this for you?
This is my fourth solo album.
Wow.
My first one was Get Lifted, and Once Again, then Evolver, and now Love in the Future. I also did an album with The Roots back in 2010
Right.
called Wake Up. So I consider Wake Up one of my albums as well, but, you know, technically, if you look at my solo career, it's been four.
Wow. Well, I can tell you now that I have you programmed as my alarm.
Yes.
So every
good
time it's
morning.
time, yes, every time. No, actually it's not. I'm going to tell you what it is, but you continue.
As we go on, what inspired you for this album? What was your inspiration? I know you got a new love. It's not me, but it's okay. You know.
Well, you know, definitely being in love was definitely a big theme on the album, and I think anybody who's in love or wants to be in love or been in love, I think everybody knows what that feels like. And this album, you know, I think is infused with a lot of sexy, soulful, romantic, optimistic songs, you know, songs about
We need that.
you know, the ins and outs of a relationship.
Right.
We need that. It just so the song is I Love You Love.
Oh, yes. That's one of my favorite songs in my career. I really love that song.
Oh my goodness, that wakes me up every morning. Thank you.
Yes.
It's Cafe Mocha. We're on the line with John Legend. The new single is called All of Me. We're going to be playing a little bit of John Legend throughout the show, like this one right here.
This is Lamont Rucker with my ladies Angelique, Lonnie Love, and my girl MC Light on Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha. We are on the line with John Legend. So 4 albums into it. You know, I sort of look at you. It's so funny. I look at you as a combination of Stevie Wonder / Lionel Richie in our day. Is that the type of career that you plan on having?
Well, first of all, thank you, because I have a lot of respect for both of them. I'm actually friends with them now, which is crazy because I grew up singing their songs in talent shows, and I used to sing Hello in my 8th grade talent show, and I used to sing Stevie Wonder, Love and Need, and You and I, and you know, I just called to say I love you when I was a kid. And now to actually be friends with them and collaborate with them and all that is pretty crazy. But, you know, I definitely respect both of their careers. I always wanted to do my own thing, but certainly being compared to them is not a bad thing.
No, not at all. And we need that type. This generation now needs that type of artistry because people, their record labels are not doing it anymore.
Songwriters of soul and Stevie and Lionel were definitely 2 of them. I'm a big Marvin Gaye fan too, of course.
Now, how do you feel? What's your opinion on his Blurred Lines?
What's your opinion?
Ain't that Marvin's song? Come on now, John.
Why are you putting him in this list?
It is
I
Marvin's
always
song.
do that.
Artist who's definitely sampled things before. I feel like I know the difference between a sample and a kind of homage to another song that's not really a direct sample. And I feel like Blurred Lines obviously sounds a lot like the Marvin Gaye song. Everybody knows that when they hear it. But I don't know that it's an exact copy, and I don't know if they can sue for it if it's not an exact copy. I think you're allowed to reinterpret something and make it your own. And I don't know if the Marvin Gaye's estate is gonna win because it seems like they made something that was meant to sound like Got to Give It Up, but it wasn't exactly that. So I don't know if you can sue for that.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're talking to John Legend. The new single is All of Me. It's Cafe Mocha.
Yes.
We're talking to John Legend. Let's talk about these scholarships because, you know, people need college money. College, just, you know, school just starting up
The
again.
scholarship is actually girl scholarships that we give to young girls in Africa.
Oh, wow.
So in places like Kenya and Ghana, a lot of the families, they'll send their boys to secondary school, but they won't send their girls. And we decided, in conjunction with Jeffrey Sachs' organization called Millennium Promise, we decided to start funding scholarships for the girls to go to secondary school because none of the girls were getting sent. And so we started that last year, and I don't know if you guys saw that concert, Chime for Change that Gucci did with Beyonce and me and Jennifer Lopez and a few other artists. But some of the money that we raised from Chime for Change went to funding those scholarships for girls in Africa.
That's awesome.
His new album is called Love in the Future. It's always a pleasure when he comes and stops and lets me flirt with him so much.
I absolutely want to just acknowledge you for claiming responsibility as a human. So thank you.
Thank you, and I thank y'all for having me. I really enjoyed talking to you.
No problem. Anytime.
Congratulations on the wedding.
Y'all buy the album and live with it and love it, and we'll talk about it next time I come on the show.
Love it.
Thanks,
you.
John.
It's Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha on the way. Our favorite part of the show, Lonnie.
Yes, my part, my segment, swag.
Oh, you don't really have a segment. It's
I don't.
all of us. We just allow you to have that time. So what is it now?
Our segment, swag.
There you go.
No, actually, I meant the light mix. I don't care about your segment,
Oh.
Lonnie. It's Cafe Mocha.
Last night
It's Cafe Mocha, new flavor with one experience. I'm MC Light.
I'm Lonnie Love.
I'm Angelique. Yes, now it is time for Lonnie's favorite part of the show where we give out the Swag Award. And what does swag stand for, Lonnie?
It stands for a man with S, strength in his commitment, W, wisdom in his words, A, assertiveness in his actions, and G, a genuine spirit. And on the line, we have a 16-year NBA vet. He was known as a shot blocker. Okay? He was ranked in 2011 as the 18th all-time in career blocks, 13th all-time in career blocks per game. It's Theophilus Clifford.
You know what?
You got my name up.
It's Cleo Ratliff, y'all. Welcome to the show.
Theo Ratliff. You know, you are such a shame, Lonnie.
Oh my God!
See, when you have one of them fancy names, Mr. Theo, I tried it. Okay,
That's part of her act. She knows how to pronounce your name.
Right. I got it.
How you doing? Welcome to Cafe Mocha.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Now, one of the things that we're very excited about, and I think it's sort of a dream for everyone, is to go back home and put a sort of community center in your hometown. Can you tell us a little bit about the Theo Ratliff Activity Center that you have back home?
Well, it's a center that I created, from growing up in a small town, 7,000 people in the Black Belt. So as I continued to grow up, I always thought it would be a great thing to be able to have a community center in my neighborhood to where everybody could use it. Right. Not just the kids, but everybody in the surrounding area. And, if you believe in something strong enough, it happens. And fortunately, I was able to have a nice, successful career in the NBA, in which I was able to go back and build, in conjunction with the city, activity center that is being utilized by all the youth in the neighborhood, and they're enjoying it tremendously.
We are talking to 16-year NBA vet Theo Ratliff. On the way, we want to talk about basketball and some of the stuff that's going on in the industry right now. It's Cafe Mocha.
Now that is what I'm talking about. This is Robin Thicke with my ladies MC Light, Angelique, and Lonnie Love on Cafe Mocha.
Everybody get up. Put it on, yeah. Oh, put it on, baby. Let
It's Cafe Mocha. We're on the line with Theo Ratliff, and I believe Angelique has something she has to ask you.
You know, there's a rash of NBA stars getting arrested for just
Crazy
nonsense. Mm-hmm. You were in the business. What do you say? What's going on?
It's just really just guys really just not understanding the position that they're in. I mean, they're in a position of power, and they always have the camera. You know, kind of like a celebrity or actress. They always have a camera focused on them, and it's like people are just waiting for them to mess up. You know, and unfortunately, a lot of them do. But you never hear about the stories of guys that's doing great things. There's a lot more stories of guys doing great things that you don't hear than you do here. Before I even came in the league, you know, they had the drug issues, cocaine. I mean, you can go all the way back from, you know, when the league was really not being aired on TV, on television. So it's something that's just ongoing. And a lot of people just products of their environment. Because they grow up in the hood or in the projects, and they hang around gang members or what have you, they kind of take that same attitude, you know, even when they get money in their pocket. And you have to learn how to adjust yourself and handle yourself like a businessman.
I heard that.
And know that you're a business and you're an entity, and that you have a lot of worth just, you know, on your name alone.
You got a Twitter account?
I got a Twitter account, ShotBlocker42.
Hey, I will follow you. You follow me, okay?
Oh, my
Send you a tweet tonight.
Please do not follow her anywhere. Thank you so much, Theo. Take care. God bless, and we wish lots of success with the foundation.
This is Angelique with your Cafe Mocha Espresso. People are still talking about Miley Cyrus and her ridiculous behavior at the VMAs, but Robin Thicke's wife, Paula Patton, doesn't see the big deal.
I wasn't surprised at all. Honestly, they rehearsed for 3 days beforehand. I don't know how not to dance with someone having their booty in your... all my friends do it like that. And I don't really know what the big deal is. I didn't know if they thought Miley was going to sit down and play piano like Alicia Keys.
This week, Queen Latifah kicked off her show with a huge superstar, Will Smith. But making even bigger headlines was his son, Jaden.
Jaden tweeted, "School is a tool to brainwash the youth. And if everybody in the world dropped out of school, we would have a much more intelligent society." This boy needs a spanking.
Nene Leakes kicked off her show in less than romantic style by asking for a prenup. But here's what else Nene wants from her marriage.
A lot of women stay in relationships and go on and on. Their husband are doing one thing, they're doing something else. I don't want that. I want to be in love. I want to communicate. I want to make love. I want to hold hands. I want to do all the things that a couple should do. Even though you're together 20 years, you shouldn't lose that.
I Dream of Nene, Tuesdays at 9 on Bravo. That's your Cafe Mocha Espresso. I'm Angelique.
This is Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha, and it's time for one of my good times.
You know what?
The MC Light mix. Come on, MC Light, do your thing, girl.
It's Cafe Mocha. DJ MC Light on the ones and twos, taking you way back. Got Angelique and Lonnie Love on standby as we go down memory lane. Please remember to follow us on Twitter at Cafe Mocha Radio. Because guess what? It's It's Cafe Mocha. Make sure to check us out at cafemocharadio.com. Look us up on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's Cafe Mocha Radio. And we are just all over the place. We love you guys for checking in. And keep it locked. We got lots more. You're in the light mix at Cafe Mocha. It's Cafe Mocha. You're inside the light mix. I want everybody singing this. Well, at least the women. Come on, ladies. Don't let me down. Here we go. Turn up the music. It's Cafe Mocha, DJ MC Light. You are now inside the light mix.
Something in the world that I won't
Let's
do.
go.
Give the word to you if you want me to. Anything you want me to. There's
Mocha. You are live in a light mix. And this is MC Light, Angelique, Lonnie Love. Let's show them how Cafe Mocha Radio gets down. It's CafeMochaRadio.com. Make sure you check us out right there. It's MC Light. You're in the light mix. Woo! Yeah. This feels good right here. Make sure you check us out every weekend right in this spot.
It's Cafe Mocha wrapping up the light mix.
Yes, y'all.
MC Light, brought to you by Comcast.
Now we can get those light mix. We can hear them like
online. Cafe Mocha Radio.
Okay.
Yep. And also I think on the app.
Yeah, we can.
The free app.
Yeah. Don't forget, I want to thank John Legend for hanging out with us. Lonnie, thank you for kind of behaving.
I did my best. He's about to be a married man, so I you know.
A little drool never hurt nobody. Go ahead, girl.
The new single is called All of Me. The new album is called
Love in the Future.
All right, go get it. You can reach us at CafeMochaRadio.com.
Thank you.
Cafe Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in association with Cumulus Media Networks. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. Writer and producer Angelique Perrin. For comments and more information, visit CafeMochaRadio.com.